This episode of I Got Some Shit to Say is brought to you by Savage Grit. SavageGritGear.com. Savage Grit, they're way more than a brand. They're for people out there rebuilding themselves the hard way. Blue-collar workers, parents, tradesmen, it don't matter. I'm talking the misfits, the people who were counted out but keep going. Over here, we talk about like work ethic and mental health and discipline, family. We talk about everything it really looks like when you start over without pretending life's perfect. Look, this is no fake motivation, no guru bullshit. This is just honest conversations, dark humor, hard lessons, and real people trying to become better than they were yesterday. That's why I rock with Savage Grit, and I'm excited to announce this partnership. If you've ever felt left behind, burned out, written off, or stuck between who you were and who you're trying to become, I guarantee you're going to dig Savage Grit. You're going to find a place over there. Follow Savage Grit now. Follow the rebuild. Follow the journey. Be a part of it. Use promo code IGSSTS. You can save 10% on your entire order. Go check them out now. SavageGritGear.com. Tell them Squint615 sent you. It's I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop, because trust us, we never do. All we do is work, and y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squint.
That's right, R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever and always. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very special day. Why? Because Varsity only's in the building. They're back with me. I got Dallas Murray and my homie Dj Wes. Is that what we say? Ain't that so stupid when they put DJ in front of it?
Yeah.
I hate it, bro. I'm not DJ Squints.
You solidified a name on this tour, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
What was
What?
it? DJ
Wheezy.
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 Yeah.
Gotta give me a drop, bro, so when you're here, I can hit buttons and shit.
It's coming into a brand. On our next run, we'll have
I
a
got
little weapons kit.
Shout out Dallas Murray. Shout out Wes. We're minus Dom this evening, but that's all right. If you know, you know. Shout out to the rock star Dom. I recently got an opportunity to catch these boys here in Nashville, Tennessee, as they were finishing up their tour. What was the name of that tour?
Please buy tickets. This shit is expensive.
It's well, properly
It was
entitled.
very accurate
Right?
branding that we had.
Dallas and the boys took off on a 4-city run, ended it here in Nashville, Tennessee, just to kind of test their market, see where they were for this upcoming season. And yeah, dude, I was stoked to catch you guys in Nashville, to see the growth from, like, if you don't know, Dallas Murray was on tour with us last year with King Ego and Joe Tyler. So that was my first introduction to this kid. I was an immediate fan. I've been a fan ever since. So to catch up with you a year and a half later, really,
Yeah,
and to
time's
see
flying.
to see the progression of Varsity's Only and Dallas Murray and Wes and Dom, like y'all as a unit, was fucking. I had a moment, bro. I was like, these boys are going places.
We all kind of discovered that. Thank you, first off, and
Yeah.
we all kind of discovered that on this run too. It went from, in a year and a half, it went from just us three kids not really knowing really what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
To now we've got a pretty solidified team of people around us. So
Facts.
it's escalated quickly, probably in the last like 6 months.
Yeah.
So
All good things. All good things.
yeah, I mean it's a learning curve for sure, but it's all been good.
It's been a minute. Dallas Murray has been on the show before, and when I got him over here, it was so overdue, because I want to say it was after we got home from tour last year.
I think it was the midway point.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But again, like it seems like the sauce has switched up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like you found yourself more of an artist in this past year and a half, I'd say, to where it's I don't know. I don't want to say it's a new Dallas Murray, but it's just, you've just found your sound a little bit more.
Well, and that goes to I got with my manager, Jeff. Shout out
Jeff Neal.
And up until right when you guys found me, like a lot of artists, I was just doing the buying YouTube beats and
You were still in the figuring it out stage for sure.
I didn't have the freedom to figure out, like.
But you were still shaking shit. Don't get it twisted.
Thank you. But like this is like, I didn't have a freedom of developing a sound per
Sure.
se. Like, I kind of just had to go with whatever was available. So after the Shasta record came out and it opened some doors and I met some people.
Sure.
Then I got in with my real first time as an adult artist, getting in with producers and people who could make these things from scratch and kind of hone my sound.
Yeah,
and
building records from the jump with the Dallas Murray touch, kind of
and
the
so
whole thing.
We've
the
kind
whole
of
ride.
figured that R&B, hip hop, little lane has kind of been where we've triggered to. So that's kind of what we've been focused on the last couple of months.
What's dope about it though, Dallas, is the fact that there was like hints of it in the prior material. It's not like you like just turned a leaf and you're like just trying this new genre.
Country now.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. That's what I like about it the most, because I kept telling you early on how wavy your shit was. You know what I mean? I think on the first pod we had together, I was like, I like Dallas Murray's music because it's wavy. And I compared it to Mike and all that kind of. I remember these conversations, but it's got that much more wavy and that much more into that type lane.
I think beforehand, it was every time he went to record, it was just so many different people each time. That the sound was a little off every time. And then I think solidifying the team this last year was like, it's the same people now. So it's like he's found that rhythm.
Yeah, we've got some people that took we got some people around me that took the best parts of the things that I did and just pushed them into a package. And it's really been, it's not just me in a studio anymore being like, oh, this sounds cool. Like, one of the things as an artist is being able to humble yourself and know the people around you in the studio being like, hey,
that's not it.
I don't like that. Yeah. And so I never really had anybody like Wes
or why don't you try this type conversation.
Like one of the main things is that I've realized working with people is, as a human, you're pretty stuck in the same melody cycle. Like when you hear a song or you hear a track, because I always write bass line instrumental first, let the song kind of develop what it is, and then we write, and then we build off of that. So it's like a 3-step process. And so, but having somebody else in the room who hears the song differently, they can give me a different melody than I would have thought of in my head. And so while I can write, I'm a really good writer with words and things like that, the melodies thing, if you look at my catalog, it was always similar melodies.
I heard some of it today.
And now I'm getting to the point where I've got multiple people in the room and I'm hearing melodies that I would have never thought of. And so that's been a huge help in expanding, because if anything, I've learned that none of these records are a one-man process. And the team around me, the belief system around me is pretty crazy right now. Pretty hard to digest, honestly. Like, to sit in a room of 4 people who I do not pay enough money to, to craft this sound with me and work out these kinks and stuff like that. It's been really cool to be around.
It's awesome to hear about that contributing factor too on the back end, like just in conversations like this, because when to the average consumer, the song comes out, if they're not just reading in credits or that type shit, they may not even know. They just think, you know what I mean? So I like
a village behind every record that you love.
I think that's dope though, to see artists take that sort of approach now and be more open to working with just writer rooms and that type shit, and it kind of trickling into these other genres to where it's not so abnormal. You know what I'm saying? Because country collaborations has been a thing since we were fucking kids. Like, there's been groups of writers on Music Row for years doing the same shit, composing #1 records, like just building #1 record catalogs. So to see these genres of hip hop and R&B or just wavy music type shit take that transition and see those collaborative efforts, I fucking love it.
Well, and it's I've been to LA, I've been to Atlanta, I've done those things when I was a kid, and nobody has. That's like what I really love about Nashville. Like, a lot of people ask me like, but you don't do country music, why do you live in Nashville or whatever? Like, the collaboration here is unlike anywhere else that I've been. Like, you can go into a room and it's not about, there are some rooms here and there that I've been in where it's about, very precise credits and things like that. But for the most part, the team that we've developed and we've found, and this is something I really care about as an artist, is nobody's really here for themselves. Like, I happen to be the artist, but I say this all the time, I'm probably the least significant thing in the process. Like, I can deliver the song, I'm the product, but like, there's a whole team behind me that do way more stuff than I do, and are probably more talented than I am. But to be able to come into a room and nobody's worried about, at least at this stage, nobody's worried about cut this or what cut is that or this metadata data or, publishing this or this. Like, we keep our ducks in a row, but it's not like we're going into the office already against each other. Like, we all just want to come to the common song and we'll figure the rest out afterwards. But this is a really free environment every time we make another song. 'Cause we've made 7 or 8 now. Half of them ain't even out yet, but we made 7 or 8 now with the same guys, and it's starting to get to the point where, my current producer Shane, he can give me an adjective about how I'm singing, and I know exactly what he's talking about now.
Good.
So, and that's part of having the repetitive process of having the same team and people being collaborative. That's
growing together.
Been a whole, eventually, I can't imagine if we keep this unit secure, which is super important to me. I can't imagine what we sound like a year from now.
Right.
When everybody fully understands how each other move. Yeah. Especially from touring to, like, we have the tour team, we have the music making team. I'm starting to get a media team together. Yeah. Like, everybody is, I think I've been skilled at finding very hungry kids. Like, I haven't really been interested in, and this is going to be a crazy thing to say, but I haven't really been interested in the big manager or the big producer or anything like that. Yeah. Give me the cats that want to build, not cats that already have it. Sure. Not the cats that.
Yeah, you need somebody hungry.
I want somebody that we, a year from now, we're all learning off of each other.
Right.
Not walking in and paying $10,000 to cut a record for somebody that's already got 2 diamond plaques because I said that I did.
Right.
You know? I want the same team to rinse and repeat because that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
You know? That was the G-Eazy. That was the Blackberry. That was all those guys. You knew that everybody in their team.
Yeah.
Like, from the producer to the merch guy.
Yeah. Every time you saw them, they were with the same people.
Yeah, and that's what I want, bro. If all this boils down and everything, I want the same people with me 10 years from now that were here when we started this.
Yeah, I love it. It's funny that you made that comment, though, about you'll love to see, like, where you guys are sound-wise in a year. Think about, like, where we were a year and a half ago when you were on tour last year with Ego and Joe. Like, Dallas's, like, banger at the time was Shasta. You got a whole new set list now, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, Bubba. That's a great fucking problem. It's not even a problem to have. It's a great scenario to be in.
It was rough to cut out the songs that we've been playing for years because these guys, I mean, we're playing freaking county fairs to nobody in Utah. And we've been playing these songs for so long. Yeah. And then to come in to go on this little run that we went on and just be like, well, not that one. Yeah. Play that one.
Yeah. We wrote out the full set list in the sunroom one day. Over the next week, it changed 17 times.
I bet.
Yeah. And it was like, that Roommates record that came out,
shout out Deacon Kane.
DK. It came out so last minute. Like, we were like, we might as well get this out before we go on the run. And we went to go get it out, and that kicked another song out. So it was like, it was pretty rough to go there and see all. It was a little heartbreaking to see all those songs that we grew up playing with each other. Not grew up,
kind of fade out a little bit.
Just fade out.
They're still there though. They're still there.
It's crazy. We were even talking about it in the kitchen today. Is come March when we're planning on going out
again. We're gonna have to do it again next year.
We're gonna have to kick out some more songs.
Probably so. Because you just mentioned that you got some more songs on deck ready to release.
I am on a 6-week release schedule right now.
Dope. So, fuck yeah.
Every 6 weeks I should have another song out for the foreseeable future.
Fuck yeah, love it, bro.
It's a lot. I mean, I still got a day job. Like, I still got, family commitments and things.
We were talking about that before we started.
Real close.
Yeah, Dallas about ready to jump off this motherfucking cliff, boy.
But I think I got to the point where it's like, okay, I'm either going to, and I think every artist, when they reach kind of the level that I'm at, I hate saying that, but the level that I'm at, where you say, hey, do you really want all of this? Or are you just kind of half in and half out? Yeah. And doing all of this means putting a song out every 6 weeks. Yeah. It means posting on the internet every day. It means interacting with every comment that you get and every message that you get. And so I think for a long time I was kind of against the media thing, or didn't really fully understand it. Or
I get it.
The effect of it. You know? Like, that never happened to me.
Didn't want to admit that social media and the formula to make it work is an actual thing.
Yeah.
And the commitment's there. Like, once you commit, bro, it's gonna go crazy.
Well, it becomes a habit like anything else.
Sure.
Dude, I told him years.
It's like an obligation.
Wes was on me years ago.
Like 6 years ago, Wes. When he tried to pick music back up, he was like, I'm gonna pick it back up, and I was like, dude, TikTok is the new thing. I was like, you got to get on there, and he was like, nah, I'm just not really.
I was like, nah, live shows, man.
Yeah.
So, but like,
lesson learned.
It was when that bad video went out, because it's weird because you're posting to nobody for a while, and it feels weird. Sure. It feels cringy because the only people you're posting to are people you see on like a day-to-day, week-to-week basis.
People that are aware.
Yeah. And so eventually you get one that just grabs, and you're like, oh, there's new.
See the floodgates kind of open.
Yeah, there's new people here.
Yeah.
And then there's new people. Like, I went from.
Was it bad? Do you think did it for you this like past run?
The bad. I mean, bad's about to clear 1.5 million streams.
Right, so flex, love it, bro.
I mean, I think the closest one next to that is Lake Day. Has got like 600,000 or something like that. So, but the rap. I mean, bad only came out in April. So the way that it's actually YouTube Music went stupid. I think it's got like 800,000 streams on YouTube Music, which is crazy to me. What's crazy is we didn't even know that, because we were looking at the Spotify streams and Apple Music, what every artist looks at. Yeah. And then one day Jeff went to go show my music video, the bad music video, to somebody. Yeah. And he saw the YouTube Music profile and had clicked into it. And he goes, dog, he sent me a screenshot. He's like, do you know this has 500,000 streams on it? I was like, no, I had no fucking clue that had 500,000
Even the little residual income I get from my catalog, it's interesting to see YouTube Music and YouTube Red. It's
starting to come in a little bit. I think it's coming in heavier with probably the like 25, 28 plus crowd. Don't know why. It just is.
They love that wavy shit, bro.
Yeah, I guess. And so, but we saw that. But yeah, I think it was the bad video had a platform on TikTok. I had like 2 or 3 videos really pop off on TikTok. Not really, but like bigger than I had ever had. And then that has a trickle down effect. So I have 45 songs in my catalog.
Yeah.
So
that's how that works, man.
They found bad.
It's like, I want to hear more. What else this guy got?
But then Cabin exploded out of nowhere.
Good record.
Yeah, thank you. And then Cabin exploded out of nowhere. I mean, I logged into Artists one day, and Cabin was competing with Bad for day-to-day streams. So that came out of nowhere. And then we put out Roommates, and that one video to the freaking weed smokers attached themselves hard
to Roommates.
Yeah, that she don't like you, pothead, or whatever. I devoured that line. It was their little theme song that they made, which is so awesome.
Yeah.
But I posted that video. It's got 600,000 views on it or whatever now. And that really set off kind of a floodgate to where now every time that I post something, there's a foundation there already. I think we went from Facebook specifically, we went from 2,800 followers on Facebook to 47,000 in like 3 months.
Now you're over 100K listeners on Spotify.
I am. I'm staring 200K down the barrel.
Talk
right
your
now.
shit.
So
love it, man.
Every day we log it, but that's what we're saying is we got a foundation. And so I talked with Jeff and my team and Wes and everybody. And I was like, hey, I've always told them because I was signed to, like we talked on the other podcast, I was signed to RCA when I was a kid. All the kids bought stuff, everything like that. I know more than anybody of like, hey, when this happens, it happens fast. And if you're not ready for it, it'll just move on.
Sure.
Like, your window to make this kind of thing work is really small. And it's not small in the sense that you got to do so much in a little bit amount of time. You have to be so consistent when it happens. Like that's what's going to set you apart that's what sets apart the everyday trying to make an artist and the artist that actually goes somewhere with it, even if it's not massive stardom, but like goes somewhere with it. It really boils down to consistency. And so that's when we got that foundation. Whatever, I talked to Jeff and I was like, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Every 6 weeks. I'm gonna post on the internet every day. You work your magic on the business end. I'll take care of this creative side. And we've really became a yin and yang of the team. I don't think I could ask for a better manager at the moment. So.
Dope. Shout out Jeff Neal. I rock with that dude heavy. I think it's
Empire.
Envelope Empire. Shout out to you guys taking Deacon out with you, man.
Yeah, he was actually real helpful.
I love seeing that. I had Deacon here early. I had him right after the Mirror on the Wall record. When that record dropped, I think it was before him and Jeff linked and like all that shit. So I'm kind of proud about that I kind of like seen it in Deacon and to see him link up with you guys and kind of be affiliated with you guys and with Jeff as well. Like I love it for Deacon. I really do. I'm super proud of that guy.
It was very exciting. It's sometimes, bro, I had like, I'm not really much of an emotional guy, but there was a moment when we were leaving that I had like an out of body experience of like, we all got into this van. Like, first off, me pulling this off independently funded was insane.
Sure.
Like the tour costed $25,000.
Yeah.
Like but I'm the kind of artist that like, I'm going to make sure that my guys stay in good hotels. I'm going to make sure that everybody travels together. Like I'm going to do I'm going to pay for everything that I can to make this. Cause I know at the end of the day, I can't break these guys off a whole bunch of money, because I'm still in that stage. So I want them to at least know that I value them coming.
Sure.
I'm not going to throw them into, the cheapest possible hotel I can find.
Yeah.
And so, but there was a moment we got in that Sprinter and it wasn't a tour bus. It wasn't like some crazy rock star thing or whatever, but I was sitting in the back and we turned the music on and we pulled off from the driveway and everybody was just having a great time. And I looked and I was like, dog, we built this.
Yeah.
All these people in this car right now. Like, we moved across the country on a whim because I could sing a little bit, moved into this house, had to get new jobs. Well, some of us had to get new jobs, like big adjustment, spent 3 years meeting people, crafting the sound, doing all of this stuff. Yeah. And for a moment, it just led up to me of like, wow, like we have people. Now, And I looked at these guys like, these are the guys that like 10 years from now. Yeah. Whether I'm doing music or not, that are going to be at the House for the Vols game.
Sure. Go Vols.
Go Vols. So, but yeah, it was was a crazy experience. The whole thing really brought us together as a team. So
yeah, that's a beautiful moment though. I bet from that backseat.
DK was having a blast.
I bet, dude. I mean, that was his first tour run, right?
Well,
I mean, Deacon ain't never been in that experience.
Some of these guys ain't been to the west side of the country.
Sure. And
so
you got hang on, what cities did y'all hit? Let's just hit them real quick.
Salt Lake City.
Sure.
Fredonia, Arizona, Dallas, Texas, and Nashville.
Gotcha.
So the Salt Lake City drive, obviously,
that's a long one.
It's a long one.
Jesus.
For about 15 hours.
Christ.
For about 15 hours, we was all having a great time.
I bet.
About that last 15 hours.
See, that's a 31-hour trip in a Sprinter van, and this is not an elegant Sprinter with 6 seats in it. This is a motherfucking church bus, basically. It's just a real nice church bus.
It was comfy for the was.
But
like,
dude, we did 16 hours in Houston, Texas, in one of them. Never again. Lesson learned. So 31 hours in one. Salute, boys.
What was nice is there was at least a seat in between each person.
That is true. I got us a 12-seater, and there was 8 of us. So
that's
everybody
dope.
had like, you know, a little bit of room to like put the leg out or whatever. And so, and it was nice for what it was. But we got probably, I don't know where we were, like Kansas City or something like that. We got all the way out there, and Jeff was like, you know, tour manager as hell. He's like, I'm gonna drive as much as I can. Like, you know, I'm gonna do the thing. We're like, all right, cool. Like, let us know if you need us, kind of thing. And so he's driving, and it got to the point where everybody's kind of winding down. You know, everybody's got their headphones on. Me, I'm the leader of the team, right? I'm paranoid. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay up, and I'm gonna make sure, you know, the car ain't doing some, like, it's my job.
Make sure Jeff stays awake up there.
I got to keep these guys safe. You know, I got to have oversight. And so I'm the one that told them to fucking get in a van and go across the country. Right. And so I'm looking, and Wes and I are both awake, and we hear Jeff go, ugh, and then switch the radio to a podcast. And we looked at Wes.
It was like a crew crime. It was like a
true crime podcast.
True crime.
Story times, sleepy time.
I looked at Wes and I was like, hey, yo, he's tired.
Yeah, dog.
It was like simultaneously, we both just looked and was like,
yeah, the story shit would have got, like, if it was like a comedy podcast and he turned back and he's like, you guys ever heard these guys? Like, they're great. Yeah, like, that's a different situation.
Miranda Stewart was
fuck that, dude.
17 years old in Columbia, Ohio. And so he got to the point where he was like, all right, cool, I gotta switch. And so Reed came with us.
ASAP Reed. Yeah, shout out DJ ASAP.
He actually, which is crazy because I didn't think I needed one, but he was my basically security guard operations manager for the tour. And I had never been headlining. Thank God he was there. He handled some stuff that I just didn't even foresee. So
shout out Reed. Good dude.
He was doing a lot
more than I said he
needed to.
Yeah, shout out Reed. Good dude, man.
And so I was really, really happy he was there. And so Reed, it was really Reed and Jeff that kind of went in and out of driving. And so Reed picks up and drives, and like the sun's coming up. We drove straight through to do whatever, and we get to Kansas. And Kansas ain't nothing but cornfields and windmills.
Flat as fuck.
Flat as shit. Yeah. Straight road for 500 miles.
Yeah, as far as I can see.
Yeah, and so at one point I see he's kind of sleeping or whatever, like, you know, a little squinty eye, kind of rubbing the eye, whatever. You get through it, and then it's dead silent, and he goes, Dallas, you awake? I was like, yeah. He goes, fuck Kansas.
Yeah. I ain't been to Kansas a long time.
The whole car woke up.
Yeah, I bet. Where are we at?
Oh my
fucking
God.
Kansas. Yeah, I've been to Kansas before. It's very flat out there.
Kansas was rough.
I'm ready to go west, man. We go west next year.
Yeah. Utah show, I mean, I damn near cried on stage.
We're flying.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
No, I will say we had a blast with each other.
I bet. Yeah, that's the experience. Yes, absolutely.
So Sam, our videographer.
I was going to say, where's the video? When we get a documentary out of this?
We got 2 YouTube videos coming.
Keep it coming, bro. That's dope. I need to see these because I haven't seen these.
But we got some fun. We had a spelling bee in the van. We got all kinds of things we were acting a whole fool in the van.
Love it.
And but Sam, our videographer, he had the best seat in the house, and we didn't even know it. He had that shotgun seat up there. Bro, he was out 75% of the drives. It just knocked out.
Damn.
But it got to the point where, you know, as the passenger, you're supposed to, you know, handle the aux or, like, you know, look at the sights or whatever. Yeah. Jeff was having full-blown conversations with this man. And he is knocked. He was like,
doesn't surprise me.
Sam, look at those rocks up there. Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
What's crazy is he'd sit there for a second and be like, yeah, it is cool, isn't it?
It was cracking me up, but it was really cool. We got to the west side of the country. You get into like Wyoming and the places with the canyons and mountains. The whole time DK was like, oh, I see mountains. I live over like North Carolina and stuff. I see mountains. I was like, you ain't
it's
seen
different,
no
bro.
mountains.
No, he started seeing rocks and mountains, and he was like, Wonder how much these cost.
Oh my God, he was. This was the funniest. He was convinced. The whole underlying inside joke of the thing was DK's like, I'm gonna come back here and buy me a mountain. And he looked it up. He was looking at residential prices for buying out whole mountains.
No, we sat there for about 30 seconds, and he goes, "Oh shit! Hey, it's only like 150,000. All I need is 20%."
Fuck yeah.
He was like, "All I need." So the whole time we were driving on the west side of the country, he's like, "That looks like a good one. I could buy that one." But,
pretty shit out that way, bro.
But we dove into, because in Utah you got to drive through a very intricate series of canyons to get in.
I've never been through Utah.
So you got to come from Park City, which is like the top of the mountain. So basically it takes you up through Denver and then drops you in to Salt Lake.
Gotcha.
So you got to drive in through the canyon with these massive mountains on the side. And so when we dropped into that, you just watched everybody in everybody in the van.
Yeah.
And I was like, these are mountains, dog.
Wow. Yeah, I've never been that far west. Well, I have been that far west. I've been to California a few times, but I've never been in Utah, Arizona area. I've never got to see
it's one of the, I would say, I lived there for a while. It's one of the prettiest places on earth.
Yeah.
I think social culture wise, it's a little odd with religion and things that are out there. But like, as far as just how pretty the landscape is, one of the prettiest places in the world.
I'm down. Let's go. Totally down.
Hey, it's only 31 hours.
Fuck that shit, bro. Yeah, y'all told me that when I linked up with y'all at Nashville. That's what y'all were giving me some inside shit about tour, basically what we're talking about now.
But it did show me too. It showed all of us is like, I put them through the ringer on this first run. Like,
obviously.
And it was one of those things of like, you know, these guys are either going to say they're not going to want to do this again, or they're going to leave this and be like, when are we going out again? Yeah. So I was hoping that, you know, their feedback would be like, yeah, we're ready to go out again. Because we were talking about going again in October. And I was like, do you guys want to go out again? And everybody was like, yeah, man, that was great. So obviously this time, you know, we're staying within a 4-hour radius of Nashville.
Gotcha.
But if you can make it through a 31-hour van ride, and then go play a show the day after, get in the car and drive another 6 hours, you actually like this. You know? There ain't nothing gonna tell you more if you hate this or like this more than something like that. So.
But our first run out, you know, we're home. We've been home for a couple of months, going on the second leg. But on the first leg, we took the bus.
Mm-hmm. How was that? Nice.
It was an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my first bus experience from city to city. Otherwise, like I've got to chill on 100 tour buses, but I never got to really just travel on one. Be part of the staff, so it was an experience, but. Fuck that.
It's not as glamorous as people say.
It's not, dude.
It's not. It's better than a Sprinter van, but it's not.
Having a bunk was cool.
It's a twin bed.
Sleeping was kind of a pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying? The obviously
bus is moving the whole time.
Constantly. It's just there's just challenges, man. Get smelly on that motherfucker. You go rock out for fucking 6 hours on stage. You come back
all men sweaty,
drenched as fuck, and then. Where are we showering? Are we going to a truck stop? Are we going to get a hotel for the night? Are we going to the gym? Like, what are we doing?
Planet Fitness, Mom. Yeah,
we hit the gym a couple times on this past leg. Yeah,
we're talking about taking a bus out in March just because I got a team of 9 people.
Sure.
So the hotel cost is, a lot.
Yeah.
And so it basically fares out that if we chartered a bus for 3 days, it would come out to the same. So
it's an upgrade from the fucking Sprinter.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
We were talking about it, and I was like, guys, if I get a bus, I got some very strict rules.
Yeah. But the move is to go rent one. Just go rent a nice fucking bus.
Yeah.
Right? And like we shout out Kelly Daniels. We took Kelly Daniels' bus, and it's a nice bus. It's been completely renovated, but it's an older bus that's been completely renovated. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the bunks
got its own quirks and stuff.
Exactly. It's very, very spacious though. It had a back cabin. You know what I'm saying? And Joe and Ego kind of swapped that out per city type shit. So it all worked space wise, but it was just by the time we were coming home, it was like let's get home.
Well, I don't even know. I don't think it's gonna matter what you travel in, and that like everybody. You get homesick. Like not even homesick, but you just ready to be in your own bed.
Facts. All facts.
Like. You could put me in the nicest hotel, and it ain't gonna be
not
my
your
bed.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be my bed. And so, like, we stayed in a 4.5-star hotel in Dallas because I got a screaming deal on it with credit card points.
Love it.
Shout out Chase.
Hell yeah.
And so, but we went there. Beds were awesome. Hotel was nice. Everything. But I didn't sleep a wink. I just wanted to be home.
Last run, 7 cities. I think 1 city we got hotels in, and they were nice hotels, but it was like. We should have been getting hotels every fucking city we stopped at.
Yeah,
but we were just trying to manage the bus thing. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, we got back home.
Yeah, there was a couple. Go ahead.
And I didn't even need I could have worked the next 2 days.
Yeah.
I took them off.
Just sleep.
I was like, I just went home.
That's what it is. When you come off the road, bro, you are asleep in a coma for fucking 48 to 72 hours, like straight the fuck up.
And I didn't take it easy on these guys either, too. That's why I felt, I say it all the time. Like, the day that I can pay the people around me a whole lot of money, dog, I will.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'd never been a headliner. You know, like I've opened for people on national tours and stuff. Like I've done it, but I've seen it, but I've never been the headliner, even for small venues.
Yeah.
So when we went out to Utah, all the other shows were a little bit smaller, a little bit more DIY. But when we hit that 350, 400 mark in Utah and sold it out, this became a really serious entertainer show.
Yeah.
I mean, we were expecting 100.
Yeah. But I love the story of that part of it, Dallas. When you left Utah and you did a farewell show.
Yeah. How many 25? There was 25 people at that show.
Then you left and you went to Nashville for a year and a half and he comes home.
Yeah, and sell out a theater. And
that part of the story is one of the best parts of the story. Like for me, like that, I love that part of it. Like just that one line is fucking so fire.
It was weird because it was one of those venues that had 2 stories.
Oh, okay.
And
like a mezzanine.
Yeah,
type
it had like a mezzanine area, and so that whole show, it turned into a serious show. So I had everybody. You know me. I care, like, if operational wise, I run like a business really well.
Sure.
And so I had everybody walkie-talkied up. Everybody had staff shirts on. I looked at my team and I was like, damn, you would have thought we were playing the amphitheater.
Yeah, they all had lanyards and
shit. They all had lanyards.
We stole that idea, by the way. I just made them yesterday. I got them.
It's really, it's real smart. But at the same time, there were so many people that I'd never seen. You don't really realize how many 400 people are, like, until you get.
It's a lot of fucking people.
It's a lot of people.
Dude, I got on stage and I was like,
oh, whoa,
hey, this might be the most people I've ever been in front
of. And Wes is the first one up there.
I know, he's up there by himself.
That hits different. I know what that feeling's like, Bubba. That shit hits different. All eyes are on you. They know when you hit the stage that he's coming.
It's about to be a thing.
And shit's about to go down, but then they're expecting you to keep them busy for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever that looks like.
So I walked out and Andrew was like, are the shades necessary? I was like,
yep.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck you. Whoever said that. Yeah, whoever said that.
I literally go, yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, they're necessary.
But
I don't wear them on stage, but I follow you, bro. Trust me.
We walked in there the staff was, I've had some rough venue staffs before, but like they were great. They were awesome.
Cool.
I'd also never walked into a venue that I sold out before. And obviously that changes behavior towards you no matter what anybody says. You know, if you walk to a venue, you sold 30 tickets.
Chest out's a little bit.
They don't care. Mm-hmm. But if you sold the venue out, they were very accommodating. They were very, you park here, stuff like that. I made them a lot of money.
Sure.
And so we get there and I'm looking at this theater and I'm like, dog, there ain't no way this is going to be full.
Yeah.
Like there's no way.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot of area.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, okay, cool. And I go backstage and it's a theater, so it's soundproofed. Like the back, it used to be like an old like theater, like plays and stuff.
Sure.
So it's all soundproofed in the back. I can't hear the people. The only thing I can hear is a couple thumps from 808s and stuff. That's all I.
He was getting so worried all night.
Yeah. I was about what he'd say when he got out there.
Nobody was out there.
Yeah.
And like, I tend to get like anxious and whatever. So sometimes my friends will tell me like, "Oh, it looks great out there," and I'm like, "Are you sure?" You know? And so, but the first opener went out and came back in and he was like, that was so fun, right? I was like, cool. Second opener came out and they were drenched in sweat coming back, all smiles.
Yeah, that's when you know it's lit.
Yeah, and I was like, is it really like crazy out there? And they're like, dog, it's wild. Like they're having fun out there. And I was like, okay, cool. So, third opener did her thing and it was my turn. And I got to go, I moved to, I have a rule on the rider I really like having local openers, and I have a rule on the rider that like, hey, when it's my changeover, go ahead and clear out the backstage area because that's when I want the space to myself.
Yeah.
I want to, and so I'm sitting there and I let Reed know, I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And I do my breath and everything. And I walk out there, I walk to the side stage, still can't see anybody yet. Like I see some of the people, but I can hear the talking now, the chatter, and it sounds like a lot of people. And then all those lights kick off and I hear,
yeah.
And I was like, holy there is a lot of people out there. And then the freaking intro starts and the lights go off and everybody's phones come out and it's a whole thing. And I walked out there and it was the first time that I walked out there and like I have inner ears on.
Sure.
And the mic is up there on the thing and I can hear the screams through the mic.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I looked up and to see not only the people all the way to the back and the front, like on the bottom level, but to look up and I saw I put my family. So up in the balcony, there's like 3 tables, and each of them hold like 20 people or something like that. And my family was over on this side, And so I saw my mom up there, my dad up there, my grandpa was up there, and everything like that. But it was really nice because with the lights and everything, I could see them clearly. And so it was really cool to kind of stand up there. And I remember after we did the intro, me and Wes and everybody, it was just quiet for a little while. We just took it all in for a second.
Hell yeah.
Gave Wes a look, and I was like, let's do it. And fucking and one started, and we rocked it for the rest of the time. And about halfway through the set, Jeff, a million stream song was a big milestone for me. Like, it's something I've talked about for years.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 commas is no light thing. I know like a gold record is 75 million and stuff like that. But like the first time you get a comma on your streaming, like 2 commas on your streaming, that's a huge deal.
Sure.
And so I talked to him about it, and I was like, and it got to the point where Bad had hit 1 million streams, and I was like really excited about it. And the whole time to the show, Jeff makes his rap music too, and
fuck yeah, he does.
Jeff
Jesus
like,
Christ, he sends me all kinds of fucking diss records and shit. This motherfucker.
It's always so like R-rated.
God damn.
And so he was like,
he's like a gangster rapper.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm gonna do one of the songs. He's like, just wait, I'm gonna do one of the songs. I was like, no, you're not. You're not gonna do one of the songs.
Yeah.
And so I show up, and we're about to do Bad, and the transition goes from Netflix to Bad because they have the same kind of like little vocal chop.
Yeah.
And I turn around, and Bad doesn't start. And I look at Wes, and
well, Dallas normally, he turns around, get his water or something, and wipes off some sweat.
There's a key for it, though.
He looks at me, just gives me that look,
Sure.
and I know to play. Well, he kind of gives me that look, and I just stand there, and he goes, he just puts his thumb up, like, "Are you good? Like, like you can play it." And as I'm sitting there watching Jeff come on stage. And I'm just like, I'm like, he has no clue what's going, like nothing.
Yeah.
And he's still just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Dude, longest Jeff, like 4 seconds of everybody's life.
Jeff gets on the mic.
Yeah.
Dog, I was like, in my head, I go, there's no way that my biggest song right now is where we're gonna mess up. I was like, there's no way.
Right.
And so I turn around because that's like the biggest thing is like being the front man of the show.
Fuck, bro.
You're hoping everything behind you is gonna work out, you know. And so I turn and Wesley points right, and I turn and I see Jeff with a microphone, and I went, this motherfucker is about to rap.
Oh no, don't do it.
But what's crazy is in my brain I go, I'm gonna have to be right with it. I'm gonna have to be like, this is a plan.
You just gotta go along with it.
Yeah, you can't get mad. Fuck, what good is that gonna do?
But then he said, he was like, hey, my name's Jeff. I manage Dallas, or whatever, and I could tell kind of what was happening.
First of all, I can't believe
he said
we pulled this off without Dallas knowing.
I'm pretty micromanaging on tour, and so the fact that they were able to do this, like they went and got a little plaque printed off for me and stuff for the million, and the fact that they were able to like sneakily do this without me knowing was pretty crazy. Sneakily, yeah. And
dope word.
I don't know.
That's a great word. Sneakily.
And so he gave me that, and it was a big moment for that whole show. Like I needed something to give me gas again.
Yeah.
Like I needed something to feel. I emptied
fuel
so
for
much
the tank.
I'd empty so much in my tank of like, this stuff is expensive. This stuff is time consuming. Like there's certain days where it might be easier just to live life. I hate to use the word normally, but like easier.
Sure.
Make my paycheck, go on 2 vacations a year, have a nice little 401k, and call it a life.
Sure.
You know? And so then there's definitely those that come in, and then that show definitely confirmed to me. I was like.
It's working.
They said Bad word for word for the whole thing. Like I've never had that before.
Yeah.
Like I still have ears in. I couldn't even hear them do that. I didn't hear them that until Jeff showed me the video.
Yeah.
So
what's crazy is they were doing it for more than one of the songs. Like,
I was gonna say it ain't just Bad that's got that type recognition going for you right now.
There were a few songs that
may have been the first one to hit 1 million, but
as popular and they're like word for word, and we all kind of on stage were like,
wow, they
hell
did this one. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
But it was, I think most of all, it was a big moment for us as a team, but a big moment for like my mom and dad and stuff like that.
Shout out to the folks, man.
That's also,
I met your dad at the Nashville show.
When we were talking about getting him the plaque, we were debating Utah or Nashville.
Yeah.
And ultimately, we were like, his family.
Yeah, for sure.
His family's all in.
Yeah, that's the right
Salt Lake,
choice.
so.
Yeah, I think that was the right choice for sure. Yeah, I met your pops in Nashville. He about broke my hand.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Got a very aggressive handshake.
He's a character.
Yeah, I talked to him for a minute though. He's solid. He's super proud of you too.
He is. He's very. It's been me and my parents since I was like 11. Almost. Yeah. And so we've gone through so many losses. Like record deal, the dropping out of the record deal, the Kids Bop stuff, and then outgrowing the Kids Bop stuff, and this opportunity and that opportunity, and nothing really seemed to swing our way.
Yeah. And then ultimately figuring out the way you guys figured it out.
Well, I think for them it was, let's let Dallas figure this out.
Yeah.
And that was really important for me.
Sure.
Of it had been us, and I relied on them a lot for guidance and stuff like that.
Sure.
It got to the point where it was like, hey, we're just gonna be your parents. You got this. Like, you've learned enough now. Like, go do it. And that's when I was like, all right, I'm gonna move to Nashville. And they're like, do it. Go. You're gonna hate yourself forever if you don't give it a shot.
Right.
So I went out there, and they let me kind of give me the space to do it, and kind of, you know, trusted me with certain things, putting out certain songs, posting certain things on the internet. You know, parents are very religious, and so
that's fine.
Yeah, and so it got to the point where it was like, you know, to see it all come to fruition of like, we sent our boy to the other side of the country, and to come home in front of all my uncles and my aunts and, you know, old friends and stuff like that, and pop out a 400-person theater.
Fuck yeah.
That's storybook stuff.
Like I said, bro, it's my favorite part of the story. I swear.
And now there's no telling the next time we make it out there to Utah, the venue I grew up going to, we were already talking about it, but the venue I grew up going to concerts at is called the Complex. If we come back to Utah, we probably gonna go get the Complex.
Oh yeah.
It's a 900-person cap, and
talk your shit.
I think we can sell it. So, you know, we keep talking about it. It's really we're two or three things going our way.
Yeah.
Of things really becoming a downhill, like a downhill snowball of stuff. So
when shit starts getting a little easier.
When it happens fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you said it. Shout out Dallas Murray. I'm super proud of you, dog. I really am. Like I said, to see the progression of you and your guys over the past year and a half, to see you guys take that leap and do it yourselves, and to make the moves you made over this past summer, and with the I don't know what word I'm looking for, the progression, the
trajectory.
Thank you, trajectory.
There we go.
The trajectory you have taken into these next 4 or 5 records. I mean, it's obviously going to be a show. I'm here for it, brother. I've been cheering from the sideline since I met you, and I'll continue to do that exact same thing.
Thank you. I think I was talking about talking to Jeff about you guys just the other day, of like, you guys were the first ones. You, Bailey, Joe, everybody, the Ego was the first ones to grab me and do anything with me.
Yeah.
And like, I remember we couldn't even believe that Bailey was inviting us on the shows. Like, I thought it was a scam of some sort.
I love that he did, though. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, it really was one of those things where it was like getting in front of people and stuff again, even though, you know, I wasn't a headliner or anything like that, but getting in front of people and realizing that people still think I'm good at this.
Oh yeah.
That was a huge propel.
I learned it real fast on that tour.
Yeah,
I really did, dog.
I think it's at the end of the day, I always tell people that, like, music or not, like, the odds, and people are always like, no, you can't say that, but the odds of myself, or really anybody doing music, of making this like a big thing is very low. You have to accept that fact.
Sure.
Like, if everybody could do it, you know, nobody would do it. And so, but I look at the guys that are around us right now and the girls that are around us right now, and I'm like, you know what? Rather this shakes out or not, moving to Nashville and meeting these people are the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Love it.
Like, there was a time in my life where I thought, like, and this is really dark, but there's a time in my life where I thought, like, who would be at a funeral of mine? You know, like, in Utah, I didn't really have a lot of close people like that. I came in and out of groups. I didn't really connect with anybody.
Gotcha.
And so coming to Nashville over these last 3 years, like, I can tell myself, like, hey, if something were to happen to me, God forbid, but if something were to happen to me, there would be people there now.
Sure. Like,
people that I treated me well, like, knew me, things like that. And so, like, I mean, I would love to be a rock star with my life, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, I'm pretty happy just the experience that I've had so far.
Yeah.
So
I totally get it. I've thought about similar shit, though. Trust me.
It's as you get. I mean, you're older than I am, but as you get older, like, you start to think about, like, what matters.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all this little stuff that you grew up thinking, especially me being as a childhood star.
Right.
It was all about girls and numbers and shows and chains and all these things. And dog, as I stare 30 down the barrel, I'm like, you know, none of this stuff is really important.
Shit, wait till you get my age, dog.
Even the music stuff, man. Jeff and I have conversations, and Wes and I have conversations of, like, none of this stuff is really all that important. Take it one day at a time, first down at a time. Control what you can control.
Enjoy the ride, dude.
Enjoy it. Yep. Rather you make it or don't make it, this portion is what's going to be talked about. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter what you come out on the other side of it. You could be a billionaire, or you could be dead brokes, you know, working at the fast food place somewhere, or whatever.
Sure.
Right? And just however it shakes out, you're still going to talk about this in the same context. This is still going to be a fond memory. There's still going to be crazy things that you did, stuff that you tell your grandkids, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So this is the stuff you need to you need to appreciate the most. And whatever happens outside of that, don't focus on it. It's gonna come one way or another.
Agreed. I totally agree.
Just keep staying consistent, doing what you're supposed to do.
When's the next release?
Well, it's supposed to be in the next couple of weeks. So we got some things in the motion right now to talk to you about that can't publicly say at the moment because I'm in that stage of artistry.
Hell yeah.
Can't publicly say in the moment, but it's ready to go. A couple of songs are ready to go. It's just making sure that we have certain ducks in a row that we're talking about right now that could propel our career.
Sure.
So as soon as I get the green light on that, I mean, it'll be out.
Early September?
Probably, yeah. I would be shocked if it wasn't end of August, to be honest. Like we really want to keep this 6-week window that we're on.
Yeah.
Obviously that's hard with life stuff and
sure, life be life,
dealing with producers and dealing with studio sessions and schedules and stuff.
Coming off tour helps a little bit.
It does, yeah. And so, but we got some smashes on the way.
So. I don't doubt it. I'm anxious to hear some of them. I used to have access to Dallas's fucking. I haven't checked that link. Yeah,
to it anymore.
I used to have access to Dallas's like. He gave me the fucking link, and I was like, "This guy fucks with me."
I don't even got it anymore. All these songs that we cut now are so top secret. That they just and it's in a lot of like when I would make songs, like as soon as I tracked it, I throw it into a folder. Right?
Yeah, I had access to that folder.
Yeah, that folder. Now it's like the producers are like, I need to work wizardry and craft it before you can hear it, and it's like I haven't heard the song in 2.5 weeks,
right?
and then it gets back over to me, and
you're hit and play on that first when you get a mix back is the most like
anxious,
anxious, bro.
Raw anxiety, because I'm like if I submit this back, it's gonna take another 2 weeks to come back to me. And then hopefully whatever it is.
I experienced I could only imagine what it'd be like being like a full-time artist nowadays, because like I rarely experience that. Me and Chad put out that EP last year together, but that was just for shits and giggles. But I experience it personally with records still. Like when somebody says, "Hey, I got this new mix. You want to hear it?" I'm like, "Yes, please." And I'm.
It's right when the vocal starts is when it gets like intro's always good, and then it's like here comes the chorus, and it's like. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Right. All right, we're good.
Man, especially Joe fucking Tyler. I got so many mixes of some of Joe's upcoming shit right now.
I really like whatever song that Joe's teasing right now.
About the girl. Code Red.
Code Red?
Yeah,
I really like
Code Red. Yeah,
song.
Code Red.
Shout out Joe.
He's got one called I've Been Better, though. That is.
Well, I've been known about I've Been Better. I've been known that song.
I've got so many fucking mixes of this goddamn song. We're playing it on tour. Fun fact. Yeah.
Like that song had been needed to come out.
How's that the first fun fact we've done for the whole hour we've sat here? That's insane.
It's because I talk a lot more.
I love it though. I've been anxious to sit down with you, Dallas. You know that. And we tried to do this before the Nashville show to sort of promote the Nashville show. But being in attendance of the Nashville show, speaking of the Nashville show, hold up 1 second, because you mentioned your space and your aura, or like you want to be left alone before the show. Nashville show. Right before Dallas goes on stage, we were all backstage, like down in this little secluded area out by the van. And I made a comment to Dallas. I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm going to go move Sexy Red." I was like, "I don't like where she's parked. I'm finna go move Sexy Red and put it by the van." And Dallas was like, "Yeah, sure, go right ahead." I go do this, and it's a cool little walk. I'm gone for maybe 15 minutes or so. When I come back, though, I come through the back entrance. You know what I'm talking about, the back entrance. And I make my way through the steps, and I get to the steps, and there's Dallas, and he's in his space. And I'm like, "Oh shit, fuck! I'm fucking up the vibe." Only thing back there is Dallas Murray fucking seconds before he goes on stage, and the cameraman. Squints is not supposed to be there, and I'm at Dallas is at the top of the steps, and I see him, and I stay at the bottom of the steps. I know what's happening, and I literally stood there, and Dallas is kind of bouncing around. His eyes are closed. He's kind of like in his zone, and he sees me, and he just stops, and I'm like, "Bro, I'm sorry, bro." And he's like, "Oh, you're good. You're good." And I then like Reed plays another record, or Wes plays another, whoever was on stage at the time plays an additional record. And when that record started, I was like, "Here's my chance." And I zoomed right past him. But I never got a chance to apologize for that moment. So I didn't mean to, especially hearing about how important those moments are for you. But shout out to the Nashville show, bro. The stage looked great. The whole set was, I had to leave a little early. I got to hear some of my favorites from Dallas Murray, but I did leave a little bit early. But that's just because I didn't want to chase the people out of there.
The funniest thing that actually happened at that show, we have all kinds of little things that happened that were like, what the hell? And but at the Nashville show, they didn't have like a green room. right?
Yeah.
And on my rider it says like, hey, I need a space or whatever.
Sure.
At the very minimum to house gear and stuff like that. And they were like, yeah, we got a space for you. And I was like, okay, cool. First off, shout out to Love and Exile. You guys were great hosts, but I have to tell this story. They were like, you can just turn the wine cellar into your green room. And I was like, okay. And I'd never walked down there. And then you walked down there and they were like they were going to make that cellar my green room.
It's a hell of a cellar.
I was like, I couldn't even find a light switch at the time.
It was massive. So it was motion.
It was just dark. Was it a motion light?
Yes. Cause, bro, when I came back from moving Sexy Red, I went in through that back door.
Oh, it was dark.
And I'm not trying to leave that door open at that point because nobody's outside anymore. The van's right there. Sexy Red's there now. Like, I'm going to close this door. But when I went to close the door, I turned around, I looked, and it was pitch fucking dark. I'm like, dude, I cannot navigate.
That's what I walked down to.
I was like, there's no way I'm going to make my way back to Dallas and them.
Well, I walked down there and I was like, this is fucking weird. And so
because the lights were off?
Because lights were off.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is odd. I'm not going to sit down there in the dark.
Right.
And so they were like, okay, well, there's this little outside area. Let's turn that into like an artist lounge. You can hang there. Yeah. I was like, okay, cool. So I went over there and then instantly everybody started crowding that back area, which isn't fair to the openers.
Sure.
Because, you know, I would say the crowd is about 70% fans and 30% homies. And the homies, you know, they know the openers, stuff like that. But the fans, they're obviously going to sit closer to me.
Sure.
And so Reed looks at me, he goes, I think I got to walk you down to the cellar, dog. And I was like, we got to go to the cellar. And he was like, yeah, I think we do.
Too many people.
Yeah, and so he walks me down to this cellar. It's creepy as hell.
Yeah, it's different.
And we're walking down there, and there's that door that was a crank. And I had no idea where Jeff had parked the Sprinter or anything like that.
Sure.
And so I'm looking, and there's like this security had like spider webs on it. Like this little button thing. And I go, Reed, do you think if I open this, it'll set off an alarm? And Reed goes, I don't think an alarm's been set off down here in 35 years.
I don't think so either.
And I was like, okay. He's like, but be careful. I was like, well, I'm the artist. I feel like if I open something, they'll forgive me.
Yeah. Oops.
So I was like, we just want to know what was behind the door.
Yeah.
So I opened the door and we see the Sprinter and Reed and I go,
yes,
it's the band.
Yeah, fuck yeah, win. That's a win.
And so we grabbed the chairs and put them out there and made a little barbecue-esque area out there. But
that place I told y'all about in Lansing, Michigan, that Max Bar, identical downstairs.
Really?
Absolutely.
Probably were they also like a restaurant kind of thing?
Yeah, basically just a bar type look type. Yeah, but you go downstairs, there's just fucking crates and like skids of shit, like big old. But I had to piss downstairs. They actually did have a little green room down at Max, but I had to piss and they didn't have it. There wasn't a restroom down there, and we caught one of the beer backs down there loading up or some shit. And I said to the guy, I was like, "Where do we piss down here?" And he shot Joe Tyler. He pointed over. He's like, "There's a hole over there in the ground."
No,
I swear to God. And you walk over, and I'm like, "What did that guy just say to me?" Like, there's a fuck. Where am I supposed to go piss? And I walk over there and look, and it's like a drainage thing. You know what I mean? Like if they're sweeping the floor or some shit. So I pissed. I don't give a fuck. I had to piss like a motherfucker, bro. I was like between sets.
Well, the fact that he
shit.
said it so quick means that dude's done it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it wasn't no
quick,
secret.
That was a quick solution. Like he was like, oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, right over there.
It's the
bathroom.
Hole.
Yeah,
it's the hole.
Right over there in a hole.
Yeah, that's. I feel bad.
It was literally like a drainage, so I didn't feel bad at all. I was like, hey, he told me to piss over here. But identical though to what the picture Dallas is trying to describe downstairs at Love and Exile is the exact same vibe.
That's
because I had video footage of downstairs at Max, and I posted it like during an episode we did, so our listeners and watchers know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's what you got to, and that's like when you're playing these, 200 to 300 cap venues.
Yeah, like
that's what they don't show you.
Nope.
That's not on the cameras.
Nope.
That's not anything like that.
Yeah.
But like very rarely do we enter venues that are like
have a dope ass green room.
That they're like we're not just back there.
Yeah.
On leather couches and,
Facts.
and all this stuff. Like most of the time we're in Dallas. We were in an 8x8 room with a couch.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. We kept saying after that Max show that we were going to start documenting all the green rooms because they're so abnormal. They're so different. They're so different. There's always a few that are super dope here and there. They're just kind of sprinkled in here and there when you least kind of expect it. But then when you do expect one, you end up in a fucking beer cellar pissing in a hole. It's fucking crazy, dog. Like we were talking about Pierre's in Fort Wayne.
That green room's awesome.
That green room was goddamn enormous. It's fucking huge, bro. But that's one of those scenarios where it's just a dope ass. They got couches and all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
you smoke weed in Indiana.
You can tell when venues they're used to having touring acts come through, and then ones that are like, everybody knows those venues. It's like, oh, this will work.
Yeah,
let's go do that.
Yeah, we're back there in October.
Yeah, in Pierre's. I had a blast at Pierre's.
Yeah.
I was that was probably the nicest stage that I've been on in a long time.
I just like how it's elevated and it's got that 6-foot gap, but you can walk across the speakers.
Yeah.
I love being able to walk across speakers.
Yeah, I really like long stages.
Sure.
Like, I don't like deep stages very much.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too much space to fill.
Sure.
But long stages, you can pace back and forth without looking. I hate when I'm on a small stage and I'm back and forth like this, and I feel like I'm a freaking little Energizer bunny going back and forth. To eventually have to be like, I need to stand still and just be here. So,
but you're saying what? Back on the road in October or back on the road in March?
Back in the road in March. We just with all this stuff that's going on that I cannot talk about, we thought that it'd be best not to overload me in October.
Yeah, that's probably a good move.
As well as just the expense cost. Like we just got the tour lost money. Like I'll be the first one to tell you that.
Yeah.
Like we made a lot of money, but when it comes, there was some things that like anytime that you start a business operationally, some things that we probably wasted money on that we could have dialed back or gone a different route with, advertising spend that got wasted on this thing or that thing, testing things that worked and didn't work.
We talked a little bit about this.
Yeah. And so, but that was, we made most of it back, but we did lose some money. And obviously I pay these guys and everything like that. And so we were talking about it. We're like, well, maybe we should let fall just recover, just, whatever, and just really calculate and attack in March.
Well, given your scenario, I think that's the right move. And a lot can happen between now and March.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For all we know, I think our plan right now is in December, we'll start reaching out to these areas.
Sure.
And these venues. We have target venues in mind and everything.
Dope.
And I am going to try and bring 1 or 2 Nashville artists with me this time because I like having a local artist. Having 3 was a lot of like from being from a distance is a lot of puppeteering and a lot of logistics rather than just having 2 cats with me. So but I will always try to have a local on my show. If no other obviously it helps with some local fingerprint, but like I remember being in Utah in a place where there wasn't a lot of opportunity.
Sure.
And so I would like to reward somebody there for working hard in any way that I can.
Yeah.
So if I can go, sell 200 tickets in Columbus, Ohio.
Expose them to that guy.
Yeah, I would love I would love to be like, hey, good job on working. Come open this show. Because like I said, I need things that fill my tank. These guys do too to keep them going. So.
I get it, man. I get it. I totally understand, dude. But
and just the relationship there. I would love having an artist relationship in every state. Like the people we met in Dallas, Casual Thomas and 91 Thompson, wonderful guys. The camp they got together, Caddyshack, they're awesome. Like, and we got real plugged in with them. We're gonna do music with them in the future.
Dope.
All this stuff, but it was really, really awesome to bring one local artist in that turned into his entire team he works with and everything like that. And at the stage that we're at as an artist, we're not too cool for anybody, but we're not completely cooled off either. So it's pretty cool that people want to work with us, and we're still humble enough to we'll hear anybody. I'm still at this stage. I'll do a song with anybody. Like you submit it through, and I like the song. I don't care about your numbers. I don't care about your statistics. That's my job. That's my platform.
Right.
I'll be on the song. So it's really cool now that we're getting some music friends that I get to do music with, because my catalog other than DK is just all me and Mark.
Facts. Yeah, and Mark.
So I would like to this next year. I would like to have some projects that have other people on them, and just kind of expand at very, very minimum, just expand the network.
I think that's a major flex though when you're able to say that most of your catalog is solo records.
It is, and I think it's just because
obviously Shasta was a big record, but
I think I had to learn how to collaborate because it had just been me for so long, and so it got to the point it was awkward to work with people. And I'm a very commanding personality, especially in studios and stuff, where I have a lot of ideas and I have a lot of concepts and I have a lot of, lines and things like that. And so I had to learn kind of to carve space out of how big my personality was so that, people that are with me have space and safety to say what they're thinking too.
Right.
I've never been somebody that's like, no, your idea sucks, mine's awesome.
You're dumb.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
I've never done that, but like I'm somebody that just, I command like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. I don't give anybody kind of room to input. So I've had to learn that too. But I've gotten pretty good at it. Now I kind of shut up until I have something genius.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think leading up until now, Dallas used to just, he's wants everything to be done just so quick, and just like, he doesn't like waiting on other people.
I don't like waiting.
So he just, if he wants a record done, it's
even
boom,
now.
boom, boom, done.
Right.
And that's why me and Jeff are such a good team. Or really everybody on Varsity is a really good team. We are not going to wait on people. Like, It's one of those things where it's producer, it's writer, it's contracts, it's venues. We're not gonna wait on you. Like I'm not gonna chase you down because I'm a very, very strong believer. I learned this from Mike. I'm a strong believer that if something's for you, it's gonna happen. You know, be ready for it, opportunity wise, but don't chase it down actively. Like if it's running away from you, it's usually a purpose. But I'm not going to push my song out 4 weeks while I wait on somebody to finish something or somebody to clear something.
Absolutely.
You know? I'm not going to turn down I'm not going to turn down contracts because, you know, you're taking, or I'm not going to take contracts.
Waiting on the next one.
Waiting on the next ones and stuff like that. So that's a pretty big principle inside of Varsity is like, we don't wait. I don't sit on songs. Like, you know that. I make a song, it's out. Like I'm not going to sit there with a arsenal of songs. They don't do any good on your hard drive.
Facts.
For the artists,
take up
songs
space.
Don't do anything on your hard drive.
Nope.
Like
just take up space.
Sending the link to your friends is not furthering your career. Put the song on the internet.
Big facts. Well, you got to lose, man. You ain't got shit to lose. Most of you ain't got shit to lose.
It's
just
never going to be perfect either. You can sit there and tweak it as much as you want to.
Right.
Do this version, add this lyric, add this harmony, do all those things. At one point, the steak is well done. You need to take it off the pan.
Right. Shit's getting dry, brother.
It's getting dry. Like at one point, you've overproduced it so hard, it's unrecognizable from when you started. Like, just put the song out, finish it, and put it out.
Did you see where Mike announced the world tour?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever gonna stop touring.
I don't either.
I don't think so.
He's bluffing a little bit.
I think we're all caught in a scheme here.
Yeah, I think he's bluffing a little bit. But shout out to Dude for achieving that because that tour looks crazy.
It would be hard to walk away from you're independently selling out amphitheaters.
Yeah.
Like to put that in perspective of statistics, you're looking at, I don't know, well over $800,000, $900,000 in revenue in a night.
Yeah.
Like that's
crazy numbers.
And there's not a label there. There's not and very rarely do labels take depends on what kind of deal you're in. But
think about the merch.
Jock, his merch goes stupid. Like he probably does $500,000 in merch alone at
every city.
Every city. So that'd be really hard
insane.
Walk away from.
Then you got like Only Steve's platform. Yeah, that motherfucker makes so much goddamn money, dude.
That's where we've actually thrown around having a platform like that. I don't like
it's Varsity's Only Crew or some shit.
Yeah, I don't like a couple of the apps that have rolled out. I just don't think they're what I want. But when we get to a point where we're starting to get to that point,
that one that one he created, that Grouped. You check that out yet?
Well, I checked out Grouped, but even with Grouped, he went and made the Only Steve's app.
Yeah.
So he didn't even really use Grouped.
But he's the owner of Grouped.
But he is the owner. Yeah. But Grouped, I like Grouped.
And Only Steve's is still powered by Grouped.
Yeah, I like it as a theory. I don't think it's fully customizable in the way that I'd want it to be. I think if I do it, I'm going to go to a developer. Well,
it's interesting to hear you say that because I've never got to see past the surface of that. You know what I mean?
The crazy thing is AI can build the app now.
Absolutely.
I can go to Claude and say, build me an app code.
Facts.
And it will just build it for me.
Facts.
That's the world we live in, which is
insane
nuts to me.
Yeah.
So we've thrown around the idea of me going to and building out that app and charging people, $1 a month or whatever. But the thing is the content you got to put into the app.
Yeah, but you've gotten better with the consistency though, and now once you go full time, I think that's when you're really going to be able to contribute to that other source of it.
As soon as I'm freed up, and we're real close. As soon as I'm freed up to be full time.
I recently had Kilmer back on here.
Huh?
I recently had Kilmer back on here.
I ran into this John Kilmer.
Shout out John Kilmer.
I have ran into this guy 5 times in
Kilmer.
5 different areas in Nashville.
Yeah, he stays here.
One day he's gonna remember my name.
Oh, bro. Yeah, shout out Kilmer, man. Great dude, bro.
I ran into him in 5 different environments. Awesome guy.
Yeah.
But it's funny though. This is the craziest thing I'll tell you, and eventually he's gonna remember. I love John Kilmer. Is going to be the first time he met me. Charlie on a Friday's random birthday party when we just met. I was in a VIP table.
Shout out Charlie on a Friday.
Barely had a word with him. Told him how much the podcast meant to me. Everything like that. Second time I met him, Bonnaroo. That one year that they were at Bonnaroo.
Okay.
Front of the stage. Hey man, do you remember me? I met you at Charlie on Friday's birthday. He's like, nah, man, I was trash. I was like, all right. So third time that I met him was at an artist showcase that I was invited to. So you've seen a little bit of level change there.
Sure.
I was invited to like an exclusive thing with it was me, Jeff, and Cooper. And I was like, hey man, I met you 2 other times. You remember me? He's like, nah, man, I meet so many people. I was like, all right. Well,
which is understandable.
Totally understandable. I was like, all right, well, I'm Dallas. And he was like, all right, cool. He's like, all right, nice to meet you, dog.
Again.
And then the last time I met him was at the Orinda Music House event with nothing but stars inside of it that I was invited to. I don't tour my home very much, but I was a guest. Things have changed.
Yeah.
And I walked up and I look at Megan, I go, you think John Kilmer remembers me? And John Kilmer goes, who are you? And I was like, nope, not yet. Eventually, my cause of success,
when
my
Kilmer
success,
recognizes Dallas Murray,
my success standard we'll be at the same event, and he'll be like, oh, you're Dallas.
Yeah.
Career made.
We'll make sure he sees this for sure.
That's it.
Shout out John Kilmer.
That's the wrap.
I've had him on the pod 3 times, but I do have an upcoming episode with John that's not out yet. I haven't put it out yet.
He's just a funny guy. Just
dope
overall,
dude,
just
bro.
great energy.
Just such a dope dude. And I was in that, like, I talked like that for seemed like a little while until I finally broke the barrier and got him on the show, and it was on Zoom. And then fast forward, he joined me at the house for another pod, and then recently came back again. So shout out Kilmer, bro. I mean,
that's the same place I watched Waka Flocka do a beer bong from the roof.
Okay, fun fact.
Yeah, I met Big Time Rush there.
Okay,
which was super weird.
Yeah,
Not the people
it's a very random name.
Nashville's a random place.
It really is.
Like, but it was also CMA Fest. So
sure.
We have all kinds of characters that come into town for CMA Fest.
Facts.
But it was pretty wild. Like, one of the things our team has noticed is like the company that we keep is changing.
Yeah.
Which for me is a sign of growth.
And Waka did the record with Chase while he was here.
Yeah, I still haven't met Chase. I gotta go meet. There's been a couple times where we were gonna go to Chase's house and we just haven't got over there.
Yeah. Shout out Chase Matthews. I have yet to get that invite. Where I get invited to the house.
I was invited to like a New Year's Eve party, and we weren't able to make it out there.
But I love that record with him and Flocka.
Oh yeah, I think Chase is a star, obviously, and Waka Flocka is very ingrained in Nashville right now. I love it. Like
I see him on everything now.
You can see Waka Flocka.
He's looked the same for a decade.
He doesn't age, man.
Not at all. He looks the exact fucking same as he did 10 years ago.
Decade. Wow, we've really known
Facts.
Waka Flocka for a long time.
Bro, long time.
That's an OG in the game now.
Facts.
I think
he's still the same Waka.
Do you think him and Wiz I think him and Wiz popped out at the same time.
Around the same time.
Yeah.
Shout out Wiz.
I would. That is number one person I would love to do a record with. Number one.
Wiz Khalifa?
Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, fun fact. Didn't know that.
I would do such a smash with Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa just goes on these waves with me as far as a artist. Like, he'll have hot records, and then he has trash. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion. No offense.
I follow
but he seems like he's on the ups right now. Seems like some of the more recent shit I've heard from Wiz is slapping.
I follow him on a very, like, kind of like how I follow Mike, on a very personable level.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you follow his media or whatever, but
no, I don't. Admittedly, I probably should.
Well, he's very talk to the camera. Like, he just sets up his phone, smokes some weed, and is like, "This is how my day went," or whatever. I want to get to that level that I feel comfortable doing that. Haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah.
I'm getting more comfortable with social media, but eventually I would like to just turn on the camera and just be like, "Here's what I did with my Tuesday, man. Y'all stay safe out there," and
I'm sure it's coming, brother.
Confident with it. But right now I'm already having a struggle of like, in 5 seconds the song is gonna start and I must lip sing attractively in this camera and then post it on the internet. Make sure the captions are right.
Yeah.
And then post it up on the internet. But social media is not as hard as people make it out to be.
Well, you're in control.
You are, yeah. If you stay consistent with social media, we were talking about this before. It doesn't need you don't need to pay for big crazy video clips. You don't need to pay for big crazy music video. You need some of that to establish the professionalism of your brand.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to just your day-to-day posting, bro, just post what you can.
Agreed.
And like people, at the end of the day, the music's the most important part.
Agreed.
Like, if your song's dope, it's not really going to matter too much what you put behind it as far as visually. There needs to be something visually. You can't just post it on your story and think people are just going to flock to it, or post a picture of the artwork. Or
you can't just upload the song and think everybody's going to hear it.
Yeah, this is not how it works. Like,
definitely not how it works.
If you're going to be in this business, you're going to be in the business.
Gotta sell that shit.
Not just creating songs.
Correct. Like,
that's how you make money in the industries. You got to be in it. You got to love every part of it, even places you don't love. And so, but when that bad video went crazy, and I just realized that all I had to do was set this camera up and click record and click post.
Yep.
And my whole life could change. Now it's a daily thing.
You ever go live, Dallas?
Haven't got to that yet.
It's another leap, right? Yet.
I've been on some. Here's what I won't do if I go live. And Jeff's gonna watch this. Jeff and I be having arguments. I will never do the. And fans can quote me on this, and I will stay the same forever. You will never catch me on live talking about, I'll shout out your name if you send a galaxy.
Never. The battles
in my
and
life,
shit like that.
In my life, will you ever?
TikTok's a different world.
You just won't catch me doing it. And the other thing is, like, to go live, is different than posting. Like I said, I still got my job and my life. To go live is more of a commitment than posting up on the internet.
I've
got to take an hour of my time.
All facts.
Now, what I will say is what we are interested in doing is here going into the fall time, I might start streaming.
That makes sense.
We play video games every night.
Yeah,
and
cool.
it's our homie time.
Yeah.
You know, all of us got PlayStations, and this just a more like a human thing.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, spend time with your homies.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's busy.
There's growth there.
Going on. Spend time with your homies, even if it's on a video game or whatever it is. And so every night we try to jump on the game for a couple hours.
What are y'all playing?
Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, we still play too. We all play.
What?
We all play Black Ops 6.
Yeah, we're Black Ops 6 too. So
we all got a link. What the fuck we talking about? Because
me,
Peasy, Ego, and Joyband all play together.
I bet you they've killed us at some point.
Yeah, we gotta link that up. That'd be fire content though if we could all link all 8 of us.
That's
up.
what I'm saying. Is
one day I'm just gonna see Squints and I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's Squint 615, dog. Hell yeah, I'll send y'all my shit.
I was gonna say is I told Jeff, I was like, listen, I'm not gonna go live. I'm not gonna do those. I don't have the time in the day to do it right now. But what I will tell you is I'll get this Twitch streaming stuff and I'll put me and the homies up on the Twitch and see.
Call me if you need help setting it up.
Yeah, I've been looking it up. It doesn't seem too crazy hard, but it's one of those things. It's also a thing of like, it's a little scary because there's no filter there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
it's
the same software that I record the pod with has awesome live attributes to it that I used to use a lot more than I do now, but it's also very valuable for like Twitch streaming.
Listen, my entire crew is a PR risk. And so to put them on a Twitch stream is one of the scariest things.
You'd be surprised,
bro. You want to know who's never going to be on a Twitch stream? Jeff. Will never.
That makes sense. No. Dude's a loose cannon.
I don't know if you've ever played video games with Jeff.
I have not, unfortunately. I'm not scared to. I love Jeff Neal. That's my guy, man.
Jeff.
When I told you I went out the other night for DJ Chill's birthday, shout out DJ Chill. Happy belated birthday, brother. I fucking love you. I went out with a guy named Joe Tyler and Jeff Neal.
Jeff.
That's who was with me.
To put it in perspective, playing video games with Jeff, I played with him a couple times, and we were playing Warzone. Or no, we're playing Apex, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't play Warzone.
We're playing Apex, and I like the strategy of it all.
It's too much like Fortnite.
Yeah, but I also like Fortnite. So
yeah, that's where we differ.
Yeah, I like the strategy of like.
See, I play Warzone, but I don't like Fortnite.
That makes sense. I would never like Fortnite because the building and shit. I'm not for that.
There's too much dancing.
And I appreciate that. I really do. But if I'm going to play that, I'd rather play Warzone.
There's too much. I feel like there's too much playing around in Fortnite for me. I'm like, let's just get some kills.
I just don't like cartoons like that.
Let's just get some kills.
We're killing each other.
Fighting, you know, I'm not exploring cars.
I love the fact that y'all said y'all play Black Ops 6 though, and not 7. I love that.
Yeah, we play. Well, depends on Megan. Megan, my girl.
Shout out Megan.
Megan is actually the forefront of the Warzone movement.
Fun fact.
She loves Call of Duty so much.
That's awesome. Shout out Megan. I love her. She's awesome.
She used to be better at it than me, and now she's not, and she hates it. But
flex.
Yeah, it was the one thing she could kill me on every time. She done played multiplayer with me too much. I done figured out the sauce, and now she's not happy about it.
When you announce the tour, come back. See me.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll talk about it again, man.
Yeah, hopefully this time is going to be our first official run. So this is going to be our first, this is my big investment. So if everything works out in March, hopefully we're doing, we go sell out these 200 cap venues and we come home and life's a little bit different. So.
Right. Well, like I said, dude, I'm super proud of y'all. I'm proud of everything y'all got going. I've been a fan from the jump, from my first encounter to Dallas Murray, fast forward to right now, and I look forward to seeing the trajectory.
Squints
moving forward.
Squints is finna be the ring bearer at my wedding.
Dope. Fuck yeah, I'm there for it.
Oh yeah,
I'm fucking there for it. I'll be there 100%. You send me the invite, make me want to. You give me a roll. I'm fucking there, brother. I'm 100%.
Does he know about your wedding?
You don't know anything, but we'll talk about it.
I'm ready. Yeah, whatever I need to do. If I need to be there, I'll be there. 100%.
Oh no, some of the ideas that him and Megan have are.
I made a promise that a second I can do this full time, wedding ring is going on the finger. So we're
love it, brother. I love that part of it. I love her because one time she looked at me, Dallas, said, she's got Squints. You're awesome. You should come hang out with us more. And I was like,
that's Megan.
Tell your man to invite me around and I'll be there.
That's Megan.
But shout out to you guys, man. I'm super proud of you. I advise each and every one of you, if you're unfamiliar, get familiar. Dallas Murray, he's been in my catalog now for a while, and there's a few of those songs that are still existing in my current playlist, and that I talk about this all the time. If you're still in my playlist, it says something about your catalog. So I encourage each and every one of you to get familiar real quick. But I'll be rooting for you every step of the way, my friend.
Don't know how to react to compliments, but thank you.
You got it, bro. Shout out Dallas Bray. Shout out Wes. I'm your guy, Squint615. IGSSTS.com, chatarmstv.com. Let's go.
It's a wrap, kiddos.
Bitch, we got views.